Hi there friends, thanks for joining me. Today I am going to be making some Christmas wrapping paper. I am using the new Bramble Fox stamps to create a unique gift wrap, and I think it just looks so sweet with a simple bit of twine and a few die cuts, and then we can top it off with a Bramble Fox perspective that are in the shop. This one's a cute little stocking that I'm using here. But there's lots of little cute goodies that you could top it off with. And I'll show you some of the die cuts that you could use, maybe some tags, or you could add jingle bells. It really does look so cute. And it's not really a money saving thing, but I just think it looks more handmade and a bit more special if you were to receive it. So this is one that I made earlier. So I'll just show you what I did to make the wrapping paper. I'm just using some simple brown craft paper. You could use normal copy paper depending on what size, if you wanted white, but I kind of like the craft. I just think it just adds that kind of vintage look to it. So these are the Bramble Fox stamps. So these were new last month. And there's lots of tiny little sayings and words and titles and these cute Christmas trees. They are fantastic quality, and I think a bargain at just £8. So they are limited edition, so they won't be in the shop forever. As soon as they're sold out, they've sold out, as it were. But they're great for your December dailies or your Christmas layouts and so on. And they will last you for years, so really good investment, I think. Anyway, I have picked one of the Christmas trees out, and I'm using the Altenew ink pads, these little tiny cubes. But you can use any pigment or dye ink for this. The clear stamps would work with either, so that's not a problem. So whatever your favourite ink pads are. I know a lot of people use distress oxides. They do work. They're not my favourite for stamping, but they will work. So I'm using the Altenew ink pads, which I think might be a dye ink. Who knows? I forget what does what anyway, so... just try and randomly stamp your images. You could go for a regular pattern, but I just think it actually looks better if it's completely random, which is a little bit more tricky than it looks, because you end up trying to line things up quite naturally, I think. So just keep it random as possible. And you want to leave some gaps for some of the smaller stamps as well. So in the Bramble Fox stamp set, you'll see there's little stars, which I'll use in a minute to intersperse between the trees. So you kind of want to leave some space there. There's also a few little cute sentiments. So this one says Merry Everything, and it's kind of nice to do it in another colour. So again, I'm using the Altenew red colour this time. These came in a little set. And then I wanted a bit of sparkle with the stars. So the Brilliance ink, the glitter inks are fantastic actually for a stamping. I'm not a glitter ink person. But I've got quite a few of the Brilliance ones, but they, work really well when stamping. So that's the background done. And, I'm wrapping a bar of Galaxy chocolate. So my apologies if you see this and you receive this later on. What's not to like about a bar of Galaxy? It's a great stocking filler, isn't it? So I'm just doing the wrapping. So by folding in the sides and then rolling it over along the length of the bar, you only need one strip of tape, so the sides will stay in by themselves, and that way I think it just looks neater when you're sending your present. So I'm just using some baker's twine. This is Mayer Road baker's twine that I've had for donkey's years. And my reel is definitely getting smaller and smaller. You could wrap this with ribbon, another pattern paper, or make another paper with stamping, and that would look really fab. So I've die cut some of these. These are all Sizzix leaves. I can leave some descriptions below so that you know which ones they are. So it's good to have different tones of leaves. So I've got some glitter, light and dark ones, and I think that looks best if you've got different shapes and sizes. It looks a bit more realistic. And so I've just used one of the candy canes from the Bramble Fox shop, which is my favourite thing possibly ever, apart from the little gingerbread men. So I'm just going to go ahead and I've made a third wrapping paper here, just to show you something different. This one's going to be in with just black ink, so you can make it quite stylish. If it was a birthday present, for example, you could do a monochromatic wrapping paper, and that looked really stylish, I think. So again, I've just went back in with the little stars using the Brilliance inks, wrapping it up the same way, just to give you an idea. So it's a really simple technique. It is really fun, quite addictive, and makes actually wrapping a present, you know, that little bit more interesting. I love it actually. And you can get different quality craft paper, so I should be on the lookout to see if I can find some other interesting rolls of paper. I'm sure you can get coloured ones and, you know, pastels and brights and all sorts really. So again, onto the last step, which is just to finish off the wrapping. And there are some beautiful die cuts in the Bramble Fox shop as well. And I've used one here, I think it was die cut number 4. See, who knows now? I've been to sleep since I brought those out. Which had got like a fence, a link fence and some leaves, which I absolutely love. And this is number 5, which is the December version. And again, there are cute sayings there that could go on a tag. There's little holly leaves and number 25. I had intended to put number 25 on this one, which is what I was looking for, but it seems to have gone missing. So in the end, I'm going to use a little gingerbread man, because yeah, I should. And it would look really cute to add some jingle bells. Oh, I just wanted to point out that the Bramble Fox perspectives have vinyl on the back. Some of them have them on the front, depending on the style. You just need to peel those off. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you really liked it and have been inspired to try your own wrapping paper. I'll leave you with these, and if you like everything, please do subscribe, and I'll be back soon. Bye.